Hey guys, this is a video response to my friend Caleb's coming out video. Thought I would share my own story since I've never really done that before. Uh, First of all, I think most of you probably know who I am if you're following this channel, but for those of you who don't or might not, my name is Justin. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm gay. This isn't really going to be much of a story. Because there never really was a definite coming out per se. I never sat my parents down and had that whole mom, dad, I'm gay conversation. Um, I just I never really told any friends either. I just kind of stopped hiding the information and let people figure it out for themselves. Um, and I'm not really ashamed of the way that it happened, but knowing now how the people that I went to high school reacted, I kind of wish that I had come out in high school. It certainly would have been easier on me, for sure. Um, but hey, hindsight's 2020, I guess, right? So I want to start from the beginning, which is when I first knew or first started to know that I was attracted to other guys. It was long before I realized or was able to admit to myself that I was gay. I think that's usually the case. It was in 6th grade, and I had a crush on one of my best friends. His name was Zach, and of course I never told him, but and I'm glad I didn't because it probably would have changed our friendship, um, which is not something that I would have wanted. Um, but that's when the seed was planted. And over the years, the next few years, the seed would grow and grow and grow until it became full-fledged gayness. So yeah, I had girlfriends throughout middle school um, because I was still clinging to the idea that I was attracted to girls, and uh, I treated those girls like shit. And that's one of the few things that I really, really regret uh, about my past is the way that I treated them. My heart wasn't in it. Um, I don't think that I realized or was still not able to convince myself why my heart wasn't in it. I just knew that my heart wasn't in it. So if I ever had the chance, that would be the one thing that I would erase from my past because they didn't deserve the way that I treated them. I wish I had been able to be honest with myself uh, that early because it would have saved them a lot of pain, a lot of neglect from me. Um, but yeah, so once I got into high school, I didn't have any more girlfriends because I knew how it would turn out. Um, so uh, it was around my freshman year of high school that I started to self-identify, not to other people, but to myself as bisexual. Because I was still clinging on to that sense of normalcy. It was kind of the idea that okay, I might be attracted to guys, but I'm also attracted to girls, so it's not as bad, right? And it's not a part. It's not just that. Oh, I was deceiving myself, and that was the idea that I was giving myself to cover up for my being gay. I genuinely believed that um, because I think I was so scared to be so different. I went to a really small high school in rural Ohio. Um, my graduating class had 65 students in it. I'll tell you how small it is. And I was scared to death of not only what people would think of me if they found out that I was gay, but that I would be alone for the entire time I was in high school because nobody else would be that way, which is actually how it ended up turning out anyway. So it was really a moot point, but I think that was my mindset at the time. It wasn't until uh, around between my sophomore and junior years of high school, I would say, that I finally ditched the idea that I was attracted to girls at all, and finally was able to self-identify as a gay youth. Again, to myself, not to anybody else, except for, on online forums and things where you have this complete shield of um, an, anonymity, I believe is how you pronounce that word. Um, but yeah, so I went through high school not telling anybody that I was gay, um, except for myself, which is half the fight, of course. Um, but once I graduated high school, the summer between my senior year and my freshman year of college, I decided that I didn't want to hide who I was anymore. So, but I didn't want to just come out with it either. So what I did was exactly what Caleb said you shouldn't do. Um, and I changed my Facebook uh, profile to interested in men, and kind of waited to see uh, how long it would take for people to figure out. I think more people noticed than what they let on, but they just kind of figured either they didn't care enough to say anything, or they just figured he's obviously trying to make this not a big deal. So they never said anything, because once people started to just casually mention it to me in conversation, and I realized that they knew all along, um, I think it came from that. But wasn't until, let's see, it was, oh shit, what am I looking at here? Yeah, March of 2010. Um, my best friend from high school, Nathan, posted on my Facebook wall a quote from my About Me. It said, "The name's Justin. I'm a 19-year-old gay kid from Springfield, Ohio." And then he commented on that and said, "Wow, Shafe, when did you start questioning your manhood, or did you just come out of the closet? Ha ha." So that's when that was the first time somebody had actually confronted me about it. And my response um, that same day, actually, was, alright, so I decided to stop lying to others and just come right out with it. I'm sure you can understand why I was less than open about it in the South Charleston community, especially with comments like, "When did you start questioning your manhood?" floating around. But I'm not in South Chuck anymore, so I have no reason to care. If it affects the way you think of me, then I guess I can't help that. But you were my friend before you knew, so I would hope that you would remain so afterward. I am, after all, the exact same person that you were best friends with in middle school and high school. It's not like I was putting up some sort of front, and I'm actually a queen on the inside. Also, if you could kind of keep it on the DL, I'd appreciate it. Just because I'm out doesn't mean I want it to be a matter of national security or anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. So I posted that on his wall, and actually the first person to comment on that was almost 2 days later. It was another of my best friends from high school, Joey. He said, "So much for keeping it on the DL. It's on Facebook." And so we kind of went through this whole thing. I told him about how it's been on my profile forever anyway, uh, and he accused me of lying about who I was. Um, and I told him, I said, if you're gonna make a big deal out of it, then be my guest, Joey. I don't care, nor should I, and I'm not gonna make any excuses for anything. It is what it is. So and then it was 4 days later when the first gleam of hope showed up in the form of my friend Drew. Um, Posted a comment on that same wall post. It says, "I say good for you, bro. You're still the same old Shafe to me. I mean, you still talk about football, politics, and rock out to some of the hardest bands out there. You're still the dude. You're still the same dude, so I'm still cool with you. And Florida is always a connection. I hope this isn't a joke, because I feel like an idiot, by the way." And so yeah, that was the first positive reinforcement I got from the whole situation, which I can't even begin to tell you how much that meant for me. I don't think I ever told Drew that. I did say, "Thanks for understanding the situation. I really appreciate it, man." But that doesn't even begin to signify the load that was lifted off my shoulders when he posted that. And then after that, my friend Aaron said, "Agreed, except the whole Florida thing," which is a joke between us. I'm a Florida Gators fan. anybody who follows college football in Ohio knows that that's not a popular decision. So, but yeah, so it was Drew and Aaron that really kind of um, instilled hope that my high school friends would accept the fact that I am gay. And it took Nathan a while, but he eventually came around. We never really talked about this particular issue again, but he treats me the same as he ever treated me now, which is a relief. We don't see each other very much at all, but we stay in contact on Facebook, and we text sometimes, and it's the same old relationship we've always had, which is such a relief. So yeah, there's that. So that's how I came out, really. And then I went to um, Belmont University, which is in Nashville, Tennessee. That's when I went to college, and I didn't. I kept everything as I didn't really. It was the same situation. I had my profile on Facebook set to where what it is, what it always has been since then. But I never really came out and told anybody that I was gay there. Um, because it was a small Christian university, and there were a lot of people there who are very conservative in their social politics. Uh, but there were people who did notice, and they were cool with it. I just think that if I had made a big deal out of it there, it would have been not a great situation for me. So yeah, but I think pretty much everybody knows, even though I've never actually told anybody. Um, it's just kind of gotten around. People have heard it through the grapevine, or I've made offhand comments here or there about, oh, this guy is so cute, or they've seen my Facebook profile, or any, I figured there would be ways that people would find out besides me actually telling them, and that was absolutely 100% the case. So, if anybody's seen this and you know me and you didn't know that I was gay, I guess this is my big moment. Um, Sit down. We need to have a talk. I've never told you this before because I was afraid of how you would react, but I'm gay. There it is. That's my coming out. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully I'll be getting back into the swing of it. Um, maybe. Depending on the time and whether I have anything important to say or not, which usually I don't. But yeah, so peace out.